he like questions, could he ever do it, you know? Sometimes he falters.
ENRA's an absolute gentleman. I travelled down to Kerry with him for this event. He is always a pleasure to be with. But, you know, it is Frogchip. And Frogchip's the sort of player who will spend every Friday coaching the IRC. He will write essays and make GIF clips of what you're doing wrong and try to point out. But he just knows this matchup so well. No hit, as you're right, you said surgical, no hit is ever just going to be for purpose. He's doing exactly what he knows, a certain percents to set up for when he gets that kill. He's not going to be like randomly up tilting, randomly naring, just trying to tack on damage, hoping to find enough smash kill at 150. He's going to be getting those huge bonuses. And the game starts off.
Already just like watching these things.
That's already a dead pop.
Storm that Jiggy has to make her way through. Each time just tacks on more damage. For something like that, just having like boom.
As a Jigglypuff player, like losing your first stock before 30 seconds have passed, like that's going to hurt. I saw ENRA like locking down. I just hope his morale stays up because it's definitely doable. And you never know what's going to happen in a set. Frogchip could just flub a tech and die at like 17%. Yeah, Mijo, we are in a big shed behind a pub. The power's going down twice, but we should all be good for now.
He's out of jumps. My God.
And the patience in this matchup is a huge thing. ENRA loves the pound, and Froggy's been absolutely killing him for it, both verbally for telling him not to do it, and in games.
Froggy batters ENRA over the head. I remember I saw Froggy had the stream on during a boot camp, and he was like, well, he did say, you know, that's where I saw you. ENRA, you did your best, like, at me against recently, but like before that's like, stop, and stuff like that. Or like, I remember I caught him, Convey asked for a review of their North Awaken set as you would do boot camp, and Froggy was like, Puffs like you and like Convey, they just do these rests that I don't understand. It wasn't even like, oh, you know, he sees an angle.
That's already game one.
He just doesn't understand them. He's like, what are you doing? He just tells you, like, straight right, you're doing something stupid.
Froggy's the sort of player that he doesn't think about matchups and players or anything like that. It's the characters. He knows when things are good, and if you're not doing the good thing, why are you doing the bad thing? Why would you do anything else? There's no like trying to catch someone off guard with adjusting your tempo with a bad move. You adjust your tempo by just changing your wave dash timing, changing your dash dance. Like, they're just going to keep going.
Are they passing around that? I don't know.
No, I don't believe so. They're both just playing raw here. It's quite warm in the venue, the door is open, so there's probably a lovely breeze on Froggy's face.
We're not having a repeat of Braveheart Brawl anyways. Trying to get ball kick in there.
Like right here, we don't want to see a pound trying to get down.
We're back again. ENRA's in the corner. Froggy's just sending those storms.
Did get back to center stage, but then immediately jumped out looking for a back air instead of like slowing down, taking the time. Froggy hasn't been hit yet. Even in friendlies, Froggy does not give you that hit for free. That was a CC dash attack there. ENRA could have tried to get something off it, but you have to be so ready, and he's so scared. You're like, that pound, even when hit, didn't get him anything. It was a bad trade. Oh, just gone
It's
again.
like he knows what you're going to do before you do it. He collected ENRA with that up tilt. It was terrible.
I also have to question why Game 2 we're back on Battlefield. Like, does ENRA just decide he doesn't want to play Dreamland? He just wants to practice this matchup here. He's trying to just use this for information. Like, I don't know. Just I can barely see it. There's a res, but this will trade.
This will trade.
I'm down to 1 stock versus 3. I don't want to be a Doomer. I love ENRA so much. But God, he really has to relearn everything to stand a chance against Froggy, and he's not going to do it in the next 2 minutes.
Oh my God. ENRA is going to receive the most furious message from Maxi after this.
Maxi, Convy, Verdant probably won't be talking as much, but would talk about it if he was around. Good back airs. Like, as Puff, this matchup is nickel and dime, get your damage, and find your big openings when they panic and they mess up. As Fox, it's like surgical, everything you can get off every hit. And I do like the drift. He needs to start getting pushed out, but there's so many tech clubs. And I will also say, ENRA's on a controller that he bought, that he got off a friend just for this event. He's only been playing on it for a day. Like, that's going to feel awkward. His old controller, unfortunately, broke his weight in the fall. So I don't want to John for him, but, like, we've seen better. And hopefully we'll see better again.
Because I understand it's the Toad Awesome controller. He got it from a CEX for €20 because it was actually labeled as an N64 controller.
That's funny. That's very funny. But ENRA was also offered like 5 controllers.
Yeah.
Like I brought a controller for him, John brought a controller for him. He was given a bunch of controllers to start it.
Now seeing Dreamland Counterpick.
The title hasn't even gone, he got hit by an up air.
Man.
The speed and careful of like Froggy's approaches are insane. Like he full hops in, but then he stops holding in, he go drop the fastball straight down. He's waiting for the puck to rise up to get like an up tilt. But already a better game, and I'm so glad ENRA decided to go to Dreamland. Wish he did it for game 2.
The scary thing about this as well is that if ENRA wins this, it's Froggy's counterpick. You can just bring him to FD, and if there, it might be Kirk. It's probably
Oh, Froggy SD again! I'm assuming ENRA's making it back. Yep, just was worried about the jumps, but always believe. Froggy out here looking like Piney with the Dendro. Hoping he DIs out and goes off stage, I suppose. I'm not quite sure what the point of it was. But he knows more than me when you can get your punishes off up there. Oh, see, Boss Smash just represents such a bad trade all the time. You can always just throw it out. Pyro Dreamland means you can just eat that. It's not that tough. Thanks for the compliment there, Cookie. You threw me up, and now I'm going to be terrible and complimentary for the rest of it. No Farmer 420 here. That might be Froggy's Chinese. I hope not. Someone was just yelling about an order coming in. Froggy was unfortunately waiting like 2 hours for his food beforehand, and then seems to have disappeared. That might be the motivation he needs to end this real fast. You never want to see that. No. I hope that isn't the controller that's bothering him. I want to see the best of ENRA.
Whenever I see Frog, like ENRA's at the ledge, Froggy is just doing so much to catch for like specific things. Like when ENRA's recovering, he like throw out a short hop back air fastball just to catch any pounds or any bad approaches.
Great SDI there. And also the Dentro regrab looking like Axe, looking like Piney, which is great to see from Froggy. He's implementing that a little bit. Even if it's just read, if you're not going to get anything off of that percent, you might as well go for the chance. But yeah, like it's so hard for Buff to approach here. Fox can just run away laser. Oh, huge dash attack. That's very ENRA brilliant. He loves throwing that out. Yeah, there we go again. Can we get a third? No ball, deleted. Swanton ball. Ooh, yeah. Another dash attack. Like it does send at an amazing angle, and it breaks CC earlier, and it does fair damage. Like, particularly with dash attack, little bit slept on. See, ENRA has to approach here. He doesn't want to take 25, 30 damage in lasers before they actually start scrapping again. So it's a difficult position. This is the sort of place where you always, as a puff, you're always just looking for that rest. You want to close it out. It's the last stop. You have your win. You have your I win button. And Froggy, a few times in the set, has missed wave dashes, has like done strange tech stroke, but it didn't matter. Finds that back air. Froggy unplugs his controller, wraps it up, goes to find his Chinese, I suppose.
Sometimes you just bust her out. I think that like ENRA did as good of a showing as he could, but my god, like it was just again surgical from Frogchip.
ENRA, can we get a little hello to chat? Tom be watching. I know Maxie was watching.
One game, but that didn't even happen.
Okay, but why did you go to Battlefield Game 2?